Hello everyone, welcome to Alphawisdom. I'm Mystic Cassandria. Today we're continuing with the analysis or the reading of a palm, the entire hand from a photo. Could be male or female. So we will get started. Okay, what you're looking at, of course, is the same guideline sheet that you had the last time we were here. All right? So, of course, the first thing you do is after you've talked to the client, you will look at the hands carefully. Now, we don't have left and right hand or passive and active hand for one person today. We only have one hand, and this is the left hand. Okay, so we look at it to check out the thumb. Look at the fingers, look at the length, especially between index and ring finger. All right, and then we take a look at the height of this one. We try to cover as much as we can. And notice something that may stand out. You may not be clear on it to give a good answer, but at least maybe we can bring that up the next time you're here. Then after you've done that, you're going to focus on the major lines. See what you see. How is it? Is it weak looking, straggly, or is it strong? That means well defined. So be able to describe what you're looking at. All right? And then you want to take a look at these mounts. Are they standing out? Or how about this mount? And since there are mounts below each finger, perhaps there's something you notice, even if it's not on the check sheet. All right? So that's what we have here. Here we have a thumb that stands up. There's no curve to indicate flexibility. So you have an idea what that is all about. You look at the index, match that length with the ring finger. Don't match with the fingernail. Match where the flesh is. And you can run a line right across just the top of it, right across, and see if they are in balance or pretty much the same length. And then notice this too. How's the length? Would you classify this as long or short? Okay. Then you're focusing on the lines. And what do you see? You know, you have 4 major lines, strong major lines. That's the lifeline, headline, heart line, fate line. And then you can call them semi-majors, but they're actually minor lines. That would be the Apollo. That would be like Mercury lines, if Mercury lines are there, and so on. Mercury line has several meanings. It could be called a health line, if there's some indication that there's a health issue on this hand. So there are many things that you can bring out. But for starters, and that's where we are, you want to try to give as much as you can, as well as understand what you're getting. Let's get the results. All right? We always want to grasp as much as we can from everything we see. So you're eyeballing it, or you have a chance to measure the hand, and you find that this palm is square. And it has long fingers. Even if the fingers are like a 1/4 inch longer or more, we consider that as longer than this. All right? So since this is longer than the length of the palm, it's classified as an air sign. Okay? So some information on the air sign. This person is original. They have a good sense of humor. They're rational in their thinking, and they're eloquent when they are speaking. On the downside, they can be sarcastic, critical, rebellious, and aloof. So that is your air sign. Okay? Now we don't have any fingers that seem to want to lean. These are like in standing tall, all of them. Okay? So let's see what else we have. So we have these two fingers of the same length. This is good balance. This person has self-esteem. Others see them as having self-esteem, high self-esteem. So they agree. There's an Apollo line here, and it penetrates through. In fact, you have like 3 of them. Well, we don't count the short ones because it must penetrate this heart line. And speaking of the heart line, here is the heart line. And it goes up, ending in a fork. When a fork is there, it adds a little dimension, different dimension to the heart, to the emotions. It's always a good sign. Okay? So that takes care of that. You've got some affection lines here. I'm using these terms interchangeably. Could be marriage, could be a relationship, but I'm calling it affection. 2, the ones that are closest to the little finger represent an older age. Not when they first started out, but older. And this is longer, so maybe this is the best out of the 2. The heart line is a little disruptive, the energy that is, at the beginning. And that's very typical because this involves emotions. And your emotions are not going as well as you would like them to go when you first start out in life. Okay, let's take a look at the headline. Here's the headline. It's joined to the lifeline, and it comes all the way across, almost totally across the palm. So this person is one who likes facts and figures and is not into your imagination when a decision has to be made. They want the actual factual results. That's how their thinking is. Constantly thinking. This is almost a Sydney line. Doesn't go to the very end, but it's pretty close to it. You've got travel lines here. And these are relatively short trips. Okay. Now the lifeline and the headline are joined at the beginning. So this means that this person is very cautious because he was under the umbrella of his family. They made decisions, he followed through, and by the time he's in his late teens, I'd say around 19 years old, he or she steps away from the family to make their own decisions, but there's caution there. This is the lifeline, so it wraps wide. And here we have like a double lifeline. This comes on here too. All of these are, that is, this one is. This is fate line, trying to make it. Fate line. Here we have the Mercury line. Could be called the health line, but everything looks all right as they get older. There's not much disruption in the energy. These are all influence lines, vertical lines, and this is just stress. All right, this is high set. Remember, when it's high set, meaning close to the finger, we're talking about someone is like uptight when it comes to relationships. They tend to be dealing with the past when they handle situations, especially with in relationships. All right, strong logic, thinking, not as much will to go ahead. And this is a stiff thumb. See, this stands tall. There's no curve. Curve will take it further over. Okay? So that pretty much covers everything on this hand. If you have any comments, by all means, you know how to contact. Just send a message or send a comment. Well, thanks for watching. And if you like to give a thumbs up, share, and subscribe. Welcome to all the new subscribers. Really happy to have you here. Have a great day. And by all means, love yourself. Love and light. Bye.